I wonder if anybody's still at the diner, bar, room, eating. Stuffing their faces. Can I actually go through here? Come again. You've got no business there. Fine. I will not attend the bar then. Whoops. Flush. Ah, that feels so much better. You wash your hands. Oh, come on. That should have served me a point, at least. Because we are keeping clean. Ah. You're in a doctor's practice. Dr. Benson's sitting in a comfy chair reading a book. Is it a good book, Dr. Benson? Dr. Benson lowers his reading material. Yes, it is, Mr. Goodman. Please, call me Mike. I insist. Okay, I will. My name's Charles. Pleased to meet you, Charles. Enjoying your stay so far? Can't say I do, Michael. Doctor? Please, Michael. I'd like to finish this chapter first. I'm sorry, Doctor. That's okay, Michael. No, I don't want to. Nobody in here. I wonder where Chin Song is. Chin Song Lee. Anybody else notice that there's a lot of fire extinguishers in the hallways? And I do mean a lot. I'm sure they will not come in handy at some point. You could put the fire out with snow, I suppose. It could work. Hey. Thought we've seen this already. Can I skip it somehow? Nope. What a screensaver, I have to say. Also, where's Sarah? Although I didn't really turn up in the Thing movie. Nope. Because they had lots of fire extinguishers in that movie, too. I wonder what I'm missing. Or what I should do. You don't like to get your hands dirty. Good. You don't like to get your hands dirty. Maybe I need to find some kind of a container that I get the oil into. Oh, Sarah's here. Sarah's having breakfast. She probably came in late this morning, but that's Sarah. Hello, darling. What are you doing? Hi, Mikey. I came in a little late this morning, but Watson here fixed me a nice breakfast anyway. Oh, before I forget to tell you, there will be a seance held tonight, probably in the lab. Ah, thanks for telling me, Mikey. I'll be there. Hey, Sarah, what is that? You're actually eating something sweet? Yes, I am. I normally exclude sugar, but Watson made me this milkshake, and it's just great, Sarah smiles. There are only natural sweets in there, Miss Parker, so don't worry about gaining any weight, Miss Watson says. Who says I am, Watson? He's in trouble now. Whispering, Sarah dear, last night was special. Whispering back, you mean the part where you fell asleep as soon as you were finished? It sure was special, Mike. I'll get back to that later. You'd better. How about tonight? You've got yourself a deal, Sarah. God damn. Whoo! Yeah. Steamy. Steamy. Oh, Watson, need some help? No, thanks, Mike. I'll manage. Oops. It's one of those fishing rod with instant bait, trademark, which means fishing till you drop. Breakfast was excellent, Watson. Honest. Good to hear that, Mike. It's always nice when your work's appreciated. All's well, Watson. All's well, Mike. Don't worry about me. My, you do look pretty when you sip milkshakes, Sarah. Stop it, Mike, Sarah giggles. Do you believe in repetition, Sarah? Yes, I do, but we hardly ever repeat ourselves, Mike. Do you believe in repetition, Sarah? Yes, I do, but we hardly ever repeat ourselves, Mike. Ha! I knew that would be a point, because it's so dumb. What a joke. Well, you're around 10% through the game according to the score. I can't believe that worked. I wonder where I really do need to go next. I mean, I told her about the seance, so maybe the seance is about to start. I'm gonna go visit my room to see if William will be there. After all, he wanted to meet there. Nope. To the lab. Let's get ourselves to the lab. The door on the left leads to the hallways, the one on the right to the test lab. It's a special suit for when entering test lab. Its means are to keep the test lab as sterile as possible. Besides that, the temperature is kept below zero in there, so it's to keep you warm as well. I mean, why not? Let's go take a look. You're in the test lab. It's pretty cold in here, so it's a good thing you're fully suited up. There's a stone table in the middle of the room. It's made of stone and feels really cold. Just like the rest of this room, I might add. Nice typo there, Specky. Trying to say Baha, but you made it Patha. So what's this right in front of me? What would you guys describe this as? On the left wall is a picture of a man and some notes about the disinfection. On the back wall are shelves with all sorts of small breeds, a sign and a giant cooler. On the right wall is an extinguisher in a window looking inside the test lab. A special suit's hanging next to the door leading to the test lab. There's a giant cooler at the back wall. Oops. Excuse me. Actually, I shouldn't open because there was the warning that if I open it too long, meltdown or shutdown. A lot of breeds are displayed here. The land names on the labels provide you no information about their content. Well, at least none of them has said like a G virus or T virus, so we're good. It's a tool necessary in a lab like this. Use what with what in the what? Fine. Cannot have any fun with a microscope. So, they decide not to disturb Dr. Benson any further. Then who do I need to disturb some more? Thought I talked with everybody. You open your mouth to speak, but the one angry look from Frank Bates is enough to shut you up. Thought so. That's why I made the save anger. Maybe somebody's at the watchtower, now that I think about it. Climb. Yep, lots of. Ahem. Ah, Mr. Goodman, I didn't hear you come up. I thought you were sleeping, Dr. Lee. It sure looked like that way. Actually, I was meditating. I always meditate at this time of day to purify my thoughts. Dr. Chin Sung Lee seems to be in a state of utmost concentration. You like meditating here, Dr. Lee? I sure do, Mr. Goodman. The view is great. It sure is, Dr. Lee. Please call me Mike. Mike it is, then. Why did William Mayfield invite you to this expedition, Dr. Lee? My profession is that of a paranormal scientist. I've dedicated many years of my life to the paranormal. What does a paranormal scientist do, precisely? I try to explain the paranormal as a pure scientific phenomenon. Apparitions are nothing more than energy fields left behind by the deceased. That's quite an interesting theory, Dr. Lee. Thank you, Mike. You're getting tired waiting for William. Maybe he's done talking to Lisa. Let's hope so. Did you pick up any spiritual signals yet, Dr. Lee? It's not that kind of meditation, Mike. I think of nothing and thereby purify my body and soul. You can do that. The thinking of nothing part, I mean. Are you going to the seance later on, Dr. Lee? Yes, Mike, but Mr. Carter invited me at breakfast. Great. See you there, then. Yes, see you there. Dr. Lee? Never mind. So now, can we talk to William? Now that prompted up. I sure hope so. Can we run or rib? Walking will do just fine. Okay. Good to know. Ugh. There you are, Mike. You wanted to tell me something, William? Yes, Mike, and it's quite the story. I'll tell it to everyone else already. You and Sarah are the last. Let's hear it, Mr. Mayfield, Sarah says. Okay, it all began when my father was searching for a place to make his first drill for oil. Is this an execution scene? Okay, can somebody tell me what the problem is here? My father said. Why aren't you men working? One of the terrain guards cleared his throat and said, this man refuses to leave his spot, Mr. Mayfield. He says this is his land. What do you mean, native? Why do you think you can claim my land? My father said to the kneeling man. The Eskimo looked up and answered, this is not your land, sir. I inherited this land from my ancestors. You have no right taking it. My father wasn't a bad person, Mike, but when he wanted something, he surely was going to get it. Well, it's my land now. Go worship land somewhere else. There's enough snow around here, so that shouldn't be a problem, my father said. The Eskimo remained calm. I'm sorry, sir, but I can't let you take this land. My father was losing his patience. Listen up, fish eater. I don't care what you think. Tomorrow we'll begin our first drilling. And having said these words, my father turned around. As far as he was concerned, the conversation was over. At least he didn't take a slab. Return the slab. But the Eskimo refused to leave. For days he didn't move, staying kneeled in the cold snow. My father later told me that he really had much admiration for the Eskimos' perseverance and his steadfastness. But my father was a very stubborn man and he refused to give in. But then... Sir, could you come over here for a second? One of the guards said. What is it? My father said. I don't think the Eskimo's still breathing, sir, the guard said. My father examined the Eskimo. My God, you're right, he's frozen stiff. That stubborn snow lurcher. Now he's dead. Damn it. Father was furious, but mostly because he felt responsible for the Eskimo's death, I guess. My father ordered to bury the body, and the whole incident was soon forgotten. Until the sightings began, Sarah asked. That's right, Sarah. The ghost that people saw back then, was that of an Eskimo? Exactly. That's one hell of a story, William. Yeah, well, that was Mike. That was one hell of a story, William. I know, Mike. I just wanted you both to understand my urge to come here. I want to give the Eskimo, if he exists, his peace. We understand, William. We'll help you in any way we can. Thank you, both. I'm going to see Frank now. I haven't seen the grumpy young man at all this morning. William Mayfield leaves the room. You can clearly see Sarah is a bit upset by the whole story. You decide to comfort her a bit, knowing this is mostly followed by a hot, steaming session of body fluid exchanging. Do you think this was kind of unnecessary to put all this here? I mean, this is not a Leisure Suit Larry game. Kind of a moot point. I mean, we get it. They're in love, and they do all the good stuff. As usual, you fall asleep afterwards. When you awake, Sarah's already gone. You shower, get dressed, and decide to explore some more. It does seem a bit weird, yeah? I mean, so far, the game is not like the worst written game ever, but it has points where it's not that good writing. And those are some of the points. I mean, it's totally unnecessary to tell us about their sex life. I mean, we get it. They're in love and all that. Hey, Mike, I was just looking for you. You remember I told you about the seance? Yes, Owen, I do. I was hoping you could do me a favor. Shoot. There are some items I need to call upon the Eskimo spirit William told us about. Could you find them for me while I prepare the laboratory for the seance? That's fine with me. What do you need? First of all, I need some candles. Second, some ashes. And finally, a small amount of blood. Non-human, preferably. Jesus, Owen, the first two items I can manage, but blood? Where do I find blood in this station? I don't know, Mike. Just try to find some, please. I'd be grateful. Sigh. Okay, I'll try. Thanks, Mike. You're the best. When did Mike become everybody's errand boy? The atmosphere is good, yeah. And now that we know what the story here is, it's a good story. It's a very sensible ghost story. Just a very disturbed spirit haunting the place. The room is locked. So it was candles and other stuff. Where could we find some candles? I can easily tell where we get the non-human blood. It's from the cat. But candles and what was the other stuff? I totally forgot because I got so focused on the writing and the blood. So I totally blacked out on what I need. Anybody remember? I would much oblige if somebody told me. Well, Frank and William are in here. Even you don't remember. Ashes. Ashes. We need ashes. You're inside the bar. There's the counter at the back and the dining table in the front. William Mayfield and Frank Mace are having a conversation while being tended by Watson. Hey, Watson, how about a drink? Hey, Mike, what can I get you? A soda would be nice. A soda? Is this game child-centered or something? No, Watson, I just want a soda. Okay, here you are. You drink your soda. Breaking the fourth wall again here. Watson, are you eavesdropping on your customers? Good one, Mike. Did you know you were joking? I didn't know you were joking. So, you're a bartender as well, Watson. Yes, Mike, and much, much more. I'm thinking about taking another drink. Please do, Mike. What'll it be? Second thought, I think I'll pass. What do you say, Mike? At least it didn't say the game is child-friendly. Yep. I mean, it's a horror game, so I'm sure there's going to be blood. I mean, they won the candles, ashes, and blood already. So it's definitely not child-centered or friendly. Hey, Devin. Maybe that's the justification for the sex references. Yeah. Hi, William. I'm sorry to interrupt, but that's okay. That's okay, Mike. What's on your mind? Do you know where I can get some blood around here? Blood? What, have you got a vampire on me? Ha 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 ha. Yes, what was I thinking? Yes, what were you? You've got to admit, that question did sound a bit silly. Good day, Mr. Bates. All is well, I hope. Get lost, Goodman. William Mayfield interrupts. Stop that childish behavior, Frank. I won't tolerate this useless wrangling on my expedition. But Bill, I don't want to hear it, Frank. You and Mike just shake hands and make up. You offer Frank Bates your hand. Bates hesitates for a moment, but finally accepts it. Okay, let's forget about what happened, Goodman. That's okay, Frank. I'd like to. That's why Frank is angry at us, because we flew the chopper. He's embarrassed that he fainted and all that. Why are you even angry at us? We didn't make you faint. Moron. Stupid. Moron. Idiot. I'm glad things are back to normal within us, Frank. I'm a foolish, Goodman. I get that from time to time. That's all right. It's no use crying over spilt milk. Here you are, for Goodman. Here you. Enjoying that drink, Frank? I sure am, Goodman. Do you want to drink yourself? Maybe later. Okay, suit yourself. Hi, Frank. Hi, Goodman. That was quite a story you told me earlier, William. Yes, it was, Mike, but I just wanted you to know. I can imagine that. William, why is this station called Mary again? My late father named it after my late mother. Oh, yes, now I remember. Thanks. You're welcome, Mike. Excuse me, William. Yes, Mike? Never mind. Where could we get it? Where could we get anything in here? What? Where? The shelves are packed with all kinds of supplies. Bottles of vinegar, boxes of cornflakes, wine, rice, boxes of matches, potatoes, bottles of olive oil, you name it. You take a box of matches off the shelf. What? Where? Those look like candles on the top shelf there. Well, at least we got the matches. Now, how do we draw blood from the kitty cat? I don't want to do it, but the game is making me do it. I don't want to hurt the kitty cat. Maybe there's some other way we can get some... How about that the thorny plant that the Dr. Green was watering? We could use those thorns to prick something. There's a lot of equipment here, but you cannot look at it, but cannot touch. I'm trying to just look at it. The screen says, if said, look screen, print looking. They sure love their fourth wall breaking jokes, don't they? I mean, they're clever at least. Clever jokes indeed. Alright, I forgot. No! I haven't saved in ages! Seems to me Frank Bates takes his job more seriously than you thought. Better not scratch that wound or it's bound to infect. We gotta play all through that again because autosave. Oh, it autosaves. That's a welcome thing. At least it autosaved right after I talked with them. We made amends with Frank. So that's when it autosaved. Goody goody gumdrops. I'm glad that it has autosaving. Also, they misspelled rice. Just noticed. That's rice like in the verb rice. Not rice as in it's supposed to be the rice, the food. Like I said, spell check. It's important. So if we get that food, will we be rising from our graves? Come to think of it, we did plan on it, maybe making the rise from your graves into a sound command, but I don't see any point of making that a sound command because there aren't really that many places that we can really use it. At least I don't think so. Or many times that we can use it, so I didn't make it. But I did make one new sound command. What did I miss? Me dying. I actually had a death. Because I was dumb. At least the game has auto saves. So that's good. I didn't go too far back. No seance yet. Now these benches must be moved aside, Ben. Hey Mike, it's you. Do you have all the 3 items yet? Not yet, Owen, but I'm working on it. That's okay, please come back here as soon as you do. Alright, Owen, I'll be on my way then. See you, Mike. Mike the errand boy. Hey, Sarah, what are you doing here? Sarah's trying to decide what to read. Excuse me. Hi, sweetheart. What are you doing? Hi, Mikey. I'm looking for something on the paranormal, but all these titles are in Latin. Well, it is a doctor's practice, Sarah. Sigh. Yes, I suppose. How about this one, Sarah? Let me see. No, it's about all sorts of cancer. That doesn't sound very appealing to read. No, it doesn't. Found anything yet? No, I'm still searching. Found anything yet? No, I'm still searching. Found anything yet? We ain't found shit. Okay, cannot further disturb him. Good to know. Okay. Lisa McIntyre is busy meditating. Odd place to do your meditating at, if you ask me. Excuse me, Miss McIntyre? Lisa McIntyre opens her eyes and looks at you. It's you, Mr. Goodman. How can I be of service? I was hoping you could tell me where you found those candles. I brought them along myself, Mr. Goodman. Why? Do you need candles? As a matter of fact, I do. Could you spare a few? These are all the candles I have right now, and I'm using them myself, as you can see. Yes, I see. She looks like Sweet Cheeks Mary with blonde hair. Actually, I do know Sweet Cheeks Mary from Police Quest. Kinda. But then again, they all look the same, don't they? With the blocky faces and all that. So, is there any way I can persuade you in giving me those candles, Miss McIntyre? It depends, Mr. Goodman. On what, Miss McIntyre? On what you're willing to do for them, Mr. Goodman. No, Miss McIntyre, I'm not that kind of man. I've got a girlfriend. And I've got a boyfriend at home, so what are you aiming at, Mr. Goodman? What were you aiming at, Miss McIntyre? Certainly not favors concerning bodily labor, Mr. Goodman, please. I'm sorry, Miss McIntyre, It's okay, Mr. Goodman. It was just a mutual misunderstanding, I guess. About the candles, what can I get you in exchange? I'll trade them for Frank Bates. Excuse me, Miss McIntyre? Or a photograph of him, I should say. I know he has one in his luggage. What's with you and Frank Bates? Nothing. I just like Mr. Bates very much. That's all. That's all she says. She in love head over heels, I'll tell you that. What about your boyfriend back home, Miss McIntyre? He's just where you say he is. Back home. So a photograph of Frank Bates, you say? Yes, Mr. Goodman. Get me that, and I'll give you my candles. Okay. Yo, Frankie boy, you got a secret admirer. Hi, Frank. Hi, Goodman. Why does she need a photo? What's she gonna do with it? Well, she is a medium. She could make a love potion. Or somehow make a charm. Or gonna curse him, yeah. Or charm him. Whichever comes first. Usually charm would come first, and if it doesn't work, the curse comes later. Okay, so this is where I died. It is Frank's room. But we need to go in there to get to that luggage. Or block if you're online. Yep, this is where I died last time. Yep, blasted my face off. My face off. Okay, so what can we do here? Just walk through the door, but I want to... It's pretty well made for a fan game, yep. I mean, all the sprites and graphics they have to do themselves, so it's really well done in that aspect. There are two beds here. The larger one's probably for William Mayfield, and the one on the floor is meant for Frank Bates. It probably contains luggage. A lot of high-tech equipment is just laying around on the table. It supplies fresh water. Yep. Oh, open. Great. It doesn't need to be open to supply fresh air. What could we do here to save our face? Literally. Alright, I'd better not. Also, wasn't there oil here before? Where has the oil gone? There was no oil. Why? There's no fire. Yeah, but I'm still getting my face blasted off. How to get past the security? Probably I just need to go back to Frank and ask him about it. That would be the most obvious and most intellectual, logical solution. Logic. That's what I need. Logic. I ain't no Vulcan after all. At least not today. I'm highly illogical. Ah, I'm going off camera. Oh, Frankie boy. I need a photograph. Would you help? I understand you've got a pretty nice photograph of yourself, Bates. Grab it, clown. Just talking to yourself will get you nowhere. On the left are some photos of the station in the making. Where the hell are we going to give ourselves the photo? Don't you be dropping frames now. Thank you. I mean, you did drop, but don't drop anymore. Would be much appreciated. It's crawled to another room. I don't know. The oil's just gone from the corridor. Twitch crashed. Huh. Well, for me, it's showing that it dropped like 337 frames there for a second. Probably it was the Twitch derping. Was just a glitch, yep. At least my stream is still going, so. So how do we prevent ourselves from dying? That is the problem right now. Maybe there's something in the security room because Frank works there. Maybe he left something there that we can use. I'm just brainstorming. Getting all kinds of ideas. And I went to the wrong place, didn't I? Oh, excuse me. Okay. There's a lot of equipment here, but look at, but not that. I think it's meant for writing. It's not yours, Mike. Well, so weren't the matches, but I still could get them. So why can I not get the pen? Because after all, the pen is mightier than the sword. I do not know what to do. Excuse me. Why am I yawning? I'm not bored. I'm just thinking hard. Maybe that's making me tired. Thinking hard. Maybe. I have an idea. Try something else. Maybe this will work. Since we just cannot get the photo from Frank, and we cannot really steal it from his room, maybe we can get him to give it to us in some way. And I have an idea for exactly that. Oh, Frankie boy. It was worth a shot. I am stumped. I am just stumped. I really have no clue. It's not yours for the taking. Oh, come on. I got no ideas. I got nothing. Not a thing. Zip. Nada. Zilch. I really don't know what I should do. How to prevent myself from dying. I guess I could use a hint. The fishing rod is the only thing we have. Lisa herself said that we can get the photograph from the suitcase, but we can't get the suitcase because the robot will kill us, and the fishing rod apparently doesn't work because the suitcase is not for me for taking. Yeah. I can't get closer. Interesting fan-made game. Is it freeware? Yes, it is. Totally free. I hate their Ribillo. I'm currently stuck because I can't figure this puzzle out. I mean, if you just search for Enclosure video game, you should find this. I mean, this is already a fan game that is already like 14 years old. So, in itself, it's a retro game. It's a retro game of a retro-style game. Retro game. Something like that. Just found it. Good. I mean, so far it's been an interesting story, but there has been some writing in the story that's kind of icky. Unnecessary details, you could say. Which objects are you missing? I don't know. Unless you mean for the seance, it's all three of them. Currently, we're going for the candles that we can get from Lisa. We need the photograph of Frank Bates. And she said that there is a photograph of Frank Bates in his own suitcase. You need ashes, yes. Yeah. But we're working on candles. Photograph. Not ashes. Photograph of Frank Bates. Lisa. Do you have a toy? Ah. That makes kind of sense. Send the toy, the robot destroys the toy, then I can go get the suitcase. Huh. Didn't think of that at all, that I could just take the toy from the cat. Maybe because I don't want to. It's a kitty cat and it's a toy. I don't want to disturb the cat. But apparently I have to. So, kitty cat, I'm sorry. But I need your toy. Snowflake won't like that. Even if you get near them with toy mouse, Snowflake will scratch you. Have you not been paying attention to what I have or what I've been doing here, Goblin? You're hinting. I mean, I know what the goblin is going for with the hints. But it just jamming hints in my brain is not gonna help. I mean, I have to use the game's own vocabulary system to try to do the things that you're hinting at. I mean, it's like a toy for the cat. You dangle it in front of it to distract it to grab the toy. But the game just refuses to do anything I want it to do. I guess I'll have to go and fish then. Instead. Where the heck am I gonna get some fish? There's a snowstorm happening. But I guess the snowstorm has calmed down, so probably we can go fish now. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're going fishing. Yay! We're in Greenland. There's nothing but snow and ice around here. Right. Luckily, the stormy weather has calmed down. It's safe to go out now. Alright. Hooray. You're outside the station. The environment is kind of white. The helicopter looks pretty damaged by your landing skills. Let's just hope Frank knows how to fix it. This is the west wing of the station. A large tower can be seen in the distance. In this wide open and quite snowy field, you see the remains of what appear to be derricks. They've been out of order for years. Can I just get snow? I like the thought, but this is not a good time. There's a pickaxe just laying around. Okay. You dust off the snow and take the pickaxe. So now that we have the pickaxe, it's a shame I'm getting so much lag here on Twitch. Oh, that is a shame. Keeps buffering all the time and no resolution options. It sucks, doesn't it? So I have a pickaxe now. Where do we go now? There's some grading here. That's what I want you to look at closer. It won't budge and doesn't need to be opened. Well, I'm glad that the game tells me that it doesn't need to be opened. That's all you're gonna get from that. Great. Freaking fantastic that we came outside for a pickaxe. What the heck am I gonna do with the pickaxe?